Music is so powerful. It makes you feel. Within the first few notes, you can become happy, sad, nostalgic, and the beautiful thing is that everyone will resonate to the same song in a different way, giving us new perspectives, ways of thinking, and maybe even healing us a little bit more than we were 3.5 minutes ago. Writing songs is such a form of therapy to me. Literally, my therapist recommends that I do it. My proclivity for writing sad songs is something that I've been trying to work on because I have a song called Sad Girl Hours, but it's really just the feelings of melancholy, of nostalgia, of bittersweet remembrance, a souvenir of the soul that draws me back to writing out my feelings again and again of impactful moments that weigh so heavily on me that I just need to write it down in a rhyme scheme. I am working on new music. So this album concept is very personal to me. Essentially, it's about cycles. And I'm really excited to be taking you guys along for the journey. We've finalized the track list and done the demos, and so now we're moving on to the recording process, which arguably is even more fun than the songwriting process. So later today, I'm going to be heading to a recording studio here with one of my producers, Laura. We're gonna be recording 2 songs, so I'm really excited to go and sing my little heart out again. But first, tea. What I love the most about this session was that it's been like 5 years now that I've been recording music professionally, and at the beginning, I had really no idea what the process was, and I really let others take total control, to be quite honest, and I've learned a lot from doing that, and now I feel like I'm more able to speak up and voice any concerns or what I think would work best for some parts while recording.
I feel like that part we should do separately, like
Sure.
when we go into the next little bit.
Sure. And then I'll stop because I think I run out of air, and then maybe we go back, do the bit the bloom drowning innocence part, and then we can do the next bit of the chorus.
It's just so interesting to see how shy I looked the first time I recorded Chaos I Create in 2020 versus how confident I am in the booth 5 years later.
Said in LA should be a crime. Give me some love for a second, I'm fine.
What I've discovered about songwriting is that even with the most traumatic experiences, for me, putting them on paper helps me to better process the event and almost move on from it in a way. Like, even though I could be listening to this song again and again, even performing the song again and again, the fact that I've been able to, in a way, write it out of my mind kind of helps me separate from it a bit more. The mental hold, whatever the situation was, had on me starts to lessen, and it's very freeing. As someone who can ruminate on a thought for years, and like what I was saying before about people interpreting music in different ways, like I've had people tell me, oh, your song means this to me, or your song reminds me of this, and they'll tell me about their own memories and experiences that they attach to my songs, and it's just like, wow. Like, we're all living such different lives, but there's this one little soundbite that connects us. It just makes me so happy. There is a Y2K party that's going on tonight that we're going to. I think it's like a social to raise money for my friend's kids' dance group or something to that extent. It's like a wedding social vibe held in the local rec center. There's the silent auction, drink tickets, 50-50 probably. and it's a Y2K themed. Last year, it was a 90s theme, and of course, I wore a Goosebumps shirt. This year, I'm just wearing Adidas pants, some chunky shoes, and a denim top. Not super 2000s, but I had the most outrageous shot of my life at this thing. It was called like a spicy apple pie shot or something. So the bartender made an apple pie shot in a huge like 2-ounce shot glass. And here is the thing about me. If you have not already gathered this about me, is that I am not a good drinker. I honestly hate the taste of alcohol, other than like wine, I guess. I just can't do it. Like, I don't like the taste of beer. I don't like spirits, and pop, like a rum and coke kind of thing, is gross. I'm just like so picky about alcohol. I don't even really like to drink it anymore, like at all. But I elected to have this shot, this spicy apple pie shot. And so the dude makes the shot, pours in the fireball, lights it on fire, and then sprinkles cinnamon on top to where it sends flames into the air. So when I drank the shot, the rim of the shot glass was so hot because it was literally just on fire. And then I proceeded to hate my life for the next 3 minutes, as you can see in this very attractive photo of me taken right after the shot. I stopped to get bubble tea. Who's surprised? Nobody. It also snowed this morning, so it's +6 right now. And guess what I'm doing? Wearing shorts. It's the Manitoba way. That would have been really embarrassing if I didn't get it the first time. I'm just a pack of a cigarette. I'ma burn down the love and the hate, the right, the wrongs, even the goddamn world. Been living in for my whole life. You can't fuck my body, can't fuck my mind. In 2023, I'm pretty sure I went to 3 K-pop nights, and I was going to go to the one last year because they only had one, but then I got tonsil fucking itis and couldn't go. But finally, the time has come again for the first K-pop night of 2025. So K-pop night was last night, and it was fun. It's always a good time to be around that vibe. And this K-pop night was held at the Rec Room again, and they cordoned off a portion of the bar to keep us all corralled in there. And once we got there, I went up to the bar to order a drink, and I am not good at ordering alcohol without a drink menu. Like, I am a fancy little bitch who only wants to order like the fancy little signature cocktails. And so there usually is a drink menu there, but I've been there before, so I went up to the bar and I was like, could I get a margarita? And the bartender turns to me and he's like, no, just no. And I'm so taken aback by like the brevity. And then I just stare at him wordlessly, and he's like, we're expecting around 160 people here tonight. Like, I don't have time to make all of these little cocktails. And I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna order? And so I turned to my friend, I'm like, what are you gonna get? And she's like, could I get a Long Island iced tea? And I was like, oh right, I do like those. And he was like, okay, yeah, I can make these because we have like the pre-mix for it, like that bottle you can buy. But it was like $17 for one little like 8-ounce cup. But as he was giving us our drink, the guy was like, yeah, sorry, I couldn't make you the margaritas. If you came here any other night, I would make you the best margarita of your life. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I get it. K-pop night is always so crowded. I'm sure it's very difficult to have to make like a bunch of cocktails all night as opposed to like beer or the highballs or whatever the fuck they're called. And it's an 18+ event, so you can assume that most people there will be drinking. The drinking age in Manitoba, by the way, is 18. I think in most provinces it's 19. I think just Manitoba, Alberta, and Quebec are the only ones that are 18. So the doors opened at 9 and we got there around 9:30. And it was quite empty for the first like hour. Nobody even started dancing until around 10:30. not to bash on K-pop night because I am happy that we get to have them in the city, but honestly, in my opinion, the quality of the K-pop nights here has just been decreasing since I started going to them in 2023. Like the first one that I went to at the beginning of 2023, there were so many people there. They were playing such good music. There were live dance performances. It was so much fun. Compared to this one, where the music choices were just weird. They didn't even play Queen Card. Even the BTS songs, which is like my favorite K-pop group, were weird. They played Danger. Which was fine. It's an old one, but it's fine. And then they played Home. And I was so shocked. I love that song. It's like one of my favorite BTS songs. But it's like, who plays that song at K-pop night? I enjoyed it. But it was just, I don't know, it was a weird choice. All in all, it was a good night. I'm glad I went, but I don't know. I feel like it could have been a bit better. I once had a friend say to me, "I could tell that it was your car, Chandler, because I could see your big poofy hair." And I still don't know if he meant that as an insult, but I take it as a compliment and a personal achievement. I want the poofiest hair. So, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, my upcoming album is about cycles. We are going through life, trauma, dying, death, limbo, and rebirth. And each song is a reflection of each phase in the cycle. I don't want to give you the name of the album yet, just in case I change it. It's an incredibly personal collection of songs. Specifically, over the past couple years, I've dealt with things that I have never encountered before, especially on the level that I did, and feeling like I can't talk to people about it because, one, I don't want to sound like a broken record all the time, and two, I don't want to just constantly trauma dump on people. You know, like my last album, Midnight Thoughts, the release of that was stolen from me emotionally. It takes a lot for me to hear those songs now. And with everything that's happened, it's done what I thought was such irreparable damage to my psyche that even just to heal felt so out of reach. But when I'm sad, I write songs. And like I was saying earlier, when I write songs, it kind of helps me to separate from those feelings a little bit more, where I can look at them with almost a newfound sense of clarity. And whilst writing this album and therefore digging into the trenches of my childhood trauma, I thought about how even back then, music was what got me through the hard times. Like, I've been writing songs for as long as I can remember, and I have one song on this album called Perfumed. And what's funny about that song is that when I started writing it back in October of 2023, I'd come across my binder of old songs that I'd written during my childhood and teenage years. I'm so happy I still have it because I came across this one song that I'd written while I was in high school, and I saw this one chorus and I was like, this is such a fucking vibe. And I was able to incorporate it into the song that I was writing at age 30. I'm 32 now. But it really made me think about how what I experienced back then, I could still resonate with now, but on an entirely different level than what I'd originally written that song about back in the day. And it just made me stop for a second, like, my own music is healing me. I'm haunted, but I'm healing. And it was just this epiphanic moment, like, did I really write this song for my future self? Like, was this just some prophetic songwriting that my soul was like, hey girl, you're gonna need to hear this? And ever since then, I've been trying to embrace who I am now, despite everything that's happened, despite what people may think of me. I feel like at this point in my life, I am so used to people thinking I'm weird, cringe, too much, too loud, too talkative, whatever, and I just do not care anymore. I'm here and I'm trying my best, and I will be fully embracing my unhingedity from now on and will be unapologetically myself. And if my energy pushes away from my life those who don't vibe with it, well, then that is absolutely fine, because it will just pull in closer those who do. And so I'm excited and hopeful and optimistic. I know that the music I write is healing, even if that's only to myself. And I think that's worth it.